Yeah, it depends what he wants to do. I mean,
Silas, his best pick this season.
yeah, I think Silas is absolutely fine. He's going to lock that one away. It is going to mean that the only question mark we have is whether it's going to be jungle Lee Sin, top lane Lee Sin.
I think it's
jungle
be...
Trundle, support Trundle, Pantheon, top, Lee Sin, jungle. You know, we can do all sorts of things.
I think this is the final version.
We're talking about Ziggs here.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think it might be difficult. That being said, DRX have keep throwing around, and as you can see, Taeyeon and Jun actually getting themselves feeling a little bit frisky here, as they know that they've got the health advantage.
And they have so much power. You know, once you use your first satchel charge, it's kind of like, well, that's it. You know,
yep.
Waiting for level 2.
Oh, there's the hook. Good sidestep from Deft. Jun not quite figuring out exactly where things were supposed to land.
So much damage here, but they are going to look for Willer coming down to punish.
Yeah, and Flash is still available for both. There's the two-man play as Deft walks towards underneath his tower. They will be able to grab first blood as Jun bites the hook. It's going to be the double for the Thresh, and yes, he will die, but damn, he looks cool doing it. As Willer's going to have to chase him for a while.
Yeah, this is actually going to buy a lot of time.
As
executed.
It will be the execute. Oh my goodness, this is huge for DRX.
Yeah, this is what a start to this game. This is going to be the flash forward.
Oh, flash play.
So good. And like, he's able to secure the kill here. And then perfect hook, maximum range.
And then no flick too. It was like a flick hook.
Yeah, and no auto here because he gets another flay. So no more auto, even with the speed boost he gets from his W. It's just not enough. There's the execute.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'll buy time, I'm just going to buy time. This is how powerful this bot duo can be. Is Willard going to look for a play?
Yeah, Chovy, can he land the chains is the question. He's holding on to them, but there's the flash into the chain. And Chovy's going to be able to grab that kill very comfortably.
Easy peasy to get money.
Yeah. I mean, there's multiple ways to get cash in this game, as Chovy's going to find another one. And as soon as they don't have summoner spells in the mid lane, they die. Chovy gets the flash showstopper before Jet, I think, even hits level 6.
Look, I mean, in this moment, Chovy hits 6. It's perfectly done. This is the previous one, of course. Chovy gets the chains after the flash. He just waits. Flashes perfectly right, or he chains perfectly into where the flash is going to land. And then he's like, okay, I've got my ult.
After the cannon.
Of course. That's the Chovy way. He's like, hold on, let me get my cannon menu first. And easy has 6. If you can control this mid-game with the Trundle, it's going to be amazing. Has 6 now.
Yep, and Will is back here, of course, as Vist is going to turn up. He can stun whoever he wants. He's going to hold on to it and look for Jet potentially, but it is just going to be yet another kill. This time it's on to Pyosik.
Jet is just having a miserable game.
Yeah.
He is like, I just want to be a champion. I want to exist for the Drake. But it's not even really that big of a numbers advantage. Teleport coming through from Chovy. They're going to fight this.
Yeah, Will is in position. Chovy is going to book it towards this Drake. 4 versus 4 right now, as Morgan can interrupt any sort of teleport attempt from King. Oh, he doesn't even have it up, so never mind. It's a 4v4. And they're committing. Hook is actually going to be dashed into there by Chovy, but it's a great satchel from Deft off on the backside, but he doesn't have any mana left as Jet dives on in, and the Silas lasts a very long time, but unfortunately not long enough. And DRX, they will be able to take down the Silas and
get one back is almost as good as 2, because
there's level 10 for Morgan, but unfortunately, here's Pyosik, and he's on the wrong side of the map. As there's the flash. Blast Cone's available.
Yeah.
Okay, now, unfortunately, Taeyeon's going to flash towards a dead turret, which is not really what you want. Jun's going to throw him a pity lantern.
It's like the dead parrot sketch, but with a dead turret. Like, it's just Monty Python coming back at us.
Oh, no. Pyosik's now going to face check, and he's really dead. It's a great kick from Morgan just to guarantee it, but Pyosik was never getting out of that one. No flash, no chance.
Some of that crescendo value. I'm not sure which replay this will be. Oh, this is the...
You sold me a dead turret! This turret is no more! This turret is deceased!
The lantern was very sad as well, as Jun's just not quite able to get in range as Pyosik. Another face check. I would have liked to have seen that team fight around the Drake Jonah Strong. That would have been cool.
나이스! 우리 형들 나이스! 설령 20초고
Nice.
going to be able to possibly get some damage onto this inner turret, and they are going to do so.
Yep, they are certainly going to look for that big bonus gold.
Yeah.
And unfortunately for DRX, they're just not going to be able to find any of the same effect here on the top, or rather bottom side of the map, top part of the bottom lane.
Going to connect it onto Vista, who's going to flash, but he still gets gnarred into the wall. It's a great pick-off.
He's going to be able to upgrade his boots shortly. And he can do a lot in these skirmishes. It's just getting to those...
oh dear. He's going to be able to pull Pyosik in as Will is in trouble. Yeah. He has been lit on fire, and unfortunately the subjugate did not work.
Whoa! That
Good
just
to
happened
God.
in front of our eyes. He was just 3 steps ahead of everybody. That was some 4D chess.
Yeah, man.
Underwater 4D chess even.
He just takes the items from the Fed Thresh. Perfect. What a genius.
Kingan's Narbar is going to run out. Let's see how far he can get.
I mean, right now it's only Vista and Willa, so they're not exactly the most powerful.
Lantern's
going to be able to give him a lantern. A lot of wards go down, but Chovy is looking to try and catch up. Morgan teleports in as Jun. He's very dead, but can they get more is the question. The answer is going to be no for now, as we've got 50 seconds on this Cloud Drake.
Well, you know what? This is a very much game saved for Kingan, right? He's like, I'll take the lantern. Jun's willing to take one for the team. He got 2 kills early.
But I agree, there were some pings out from DRX on the Baron, thinking about a potential trade, as Deft should be able to take this one pretty comfortably, this turret over here, as Chovy going to move in, guarantee it, as Pyosik going to take a lantern to get himself out. Is it actually going to get him out, though, as Super Mega Death Rocket says absolutely not, as it was a Mega Inferno Bomb, of course. Not.
Okay, this is... I mean, like you said, to an extreme amount, this is great side lane pressure, but Chovy's going to need to be here.
Willer in trouble. Still doesn't have his flash available again as he tries to kite them around his pillar. That's going to be Vista forced to flash. Has his shield, has a stopwatch, but doesn't have his life for very much longer.
This is where DRX is at their strongest, when they're grouped up and somebody's in the side lane. You just, you know, the fist is stronger than the 5 fingers, right? And DRX are going to steal this Drake away. Hanwha Esports can't do anything about it. Chovy uses teleport, but he's a little bit too late. Is he going to look to fight?
1 versus 5. Mega Inferno Bomb is going to do a lot of damage to Taeun right there. And Chovy really wants to find the Nara as he connects the chain. The 3-man Nara into the wall as Chovy goes golden. He's got another stopwatch as well, so he can keep himself even further alive. Is now Deft. Very safe in the back line. He's going to find the Aphelios. Chovy, the absolute god. As Willa, will he actually have the pillar available? I guess he does, but it didn't even really matter. As Chovy just puts the chains into Jet, and Morgan will find that kick into the wall against Pyosik. And the mist is there, but Gwen, unfortunately, she might be immune enough. As Morgan's going to try and get out. Another pillar, and the flash chomp comes through from Hanwha Life.
And Hanwha Life, you know, the Baron is up, but they want more. They're going to have Vista ult in. They might just look to end the game right here. We are 34 minutes into the game, if you can believe it.
Yeah.
And I think that is just going to be the path to the Nexus.
Really beautifully done. First Nexus turret is going to go down. Vista is going to show the shield to Kingan. He's just going to buy space. The Nexus will be taken. 34.5 minutes was approaching.
Hold anything against them because the draft just didn't allow much of a comeback potential, and when you fall this far behind, I mean, look at Jet.
Yeah, absolutely nothing.
Less damage than the Thresh.
Unable to do anything.
The Lee Sin pick was extremely early on in the draft, so you kept yourself limited in terms of the options you had available.
Yep.
And, I mean, you could have just taken the Thresh early. You could have just gone for the Aphelios Thresh, picked the Lee Sin third. Silas can steal all these ultimates and have a good time. He can steal the Dragon's Kick. He can steal the Realm Warp. He can... Nara, as we saw, very successful. Is in some ways surprising just because I think he's one of our better Nara players here, even though he's not on the strongest team. But I guess less surprising when you remember the team, and then you realize that even if he plays well, sometimes, most of the time, on a 1-12 team, your stats aren't going to look good. And it'll be the second time he plays it in this series. Unfortunately, again, the Silas, somewhat of a soft counter to it in terms of those team fights, is Jet is having a field day in this matchup so far.
Having a very, very good time up against Chovy, who has taken the Dark Seal and the refillable, which isn't exactly the most power that you can collect there.
He's also got
Corrupting Potion for a bit of extra sustain.
He's got some cookies to keep himself in the lane.
Yep.
As Willer this time around, we'll see where he's headed. He's going to clash with Pyosik here early on. Double buff advantage at the moment.
Both of these junglers have Smite as Willer almost gets there to take it away. That placement was fantastic. His first blood solo kill for Jet in the mid lane against Chovy.
Chovy didn't actually call for him. If we watch this again, watch where Willer is on the map. Like, if he actually comes up here, there's a huge opportunity potentially. I mean, it's tough with the minion wave to get the stun.
The flash.
Yikes.
That's what happens when, Chovy wants the cannon.
Exactly. Gets flashed on the last auto.
집 갈게요.
And, a bit too far. Like, that's pretty rare. As Willer will be unseen.
Yeah, and now Jet is going to be in trouble. That is some pretty instant revenge to come through from Chovy as Pyosik now going to look to try and fire at least a Tempest in there, but not going to quite be enough. Okay, so Chovy gets his revenge. Will they be able to get more?
Pyosik needs to really respect this. Going to get 6, gets the kick. So that vision control is going to be so important as we're going to watch this once again. Willer babysitting Chovy. The ward is disabled. Would have actually been more interesting, I think, arguably to watch Jet's first-person view there because he just has no idea this is coming.
Oh, and yeah, Pyosik did.
Oh my god.
Only just misses him.
That's actually insane. I mean, I think even if Jet walks forward, he probably dies either way, even if they get...
Very nicely done as now Jet with no flash.
No flash and no
okay,
escape.
some chains are going to miss as Chovy has the kick, and he's going to use it just to execute Jet there. Pyosik barely misses. Oh, man, that's actually...
They do get onto this, have the numbers advantage. The vision is not removed, so On Life Esports know about this. They need to be very quick to respond.
This ward positioning is actually just incredible from Hanwha Life Esports, to be honest. It's okay. It is going to be secured by Pyosik as the rest of Hanwha are going to get in there. Pyosik going to go down first. It's a great nut into the wall from Chovy. Does secure that one for them. The flash forward from Morgan on his huge crocodile. And now Jet is going to go down for the triple kill. Is it going to be a 9.5-minute quadra? It could certainly be, but no, the flash is going to deny it. Yeah, they're going to try to anyway, as we're going to check this one out once again. The good news is that DRX did manage to lock down the Rift Herald, as we're going to go very far back, actually. This sidestep from Jet was great. Avoided 2 of Chovy's abilities, but unfortunately, he had more than that available to him.
Morgan is just so clutch in this fight. Early Dominus, it just gives him a little bit more survivability. Look at how much damage he takes here, but it just doesn't matter because when he's ready to go in and hit the Q, he's going to get all that heal back. Ooh, it's so fat. And he is healing up. Jet is in big trouble. Chovy's ready to close the gap.
And actually, Morgan's, because it looked like he just walked around and did kind of nothing, but he zoned them away so that Chovy could get the work done.
Exactly. And
that's a brilliant hook there from Vista. But Stand Beside Me is going to come through. Super Mega Death Rocket sidestepped pretty beautifully here, but the 2-man flay comes down. The Thresh is going to be taken as Deft will go down as well. The teleports come through from everyone, and now Chovy finds himself in amongst 4 people. Let's see who's going to be able to win this one out as he misses the ultimate, and that might just be the end of that. It certainly is. I think part of the Lantern, okay, we've got a Realm Warp coming on through. 4 members underneath the turret as Vista. Not going to quite find the hook as this Thresh should definitely be dead. Moonlight Vigil is going to go wide though as Deft going to be taken down as well. Willer will secure that kill with a Subjugate for the last hit, which was odd.
Really starting to look like, the lead that Chovy had is very quickly fading away, and this Jinx isn't getting... hold that thought, Chovy.
Big on flash forward as Chovy is going to find the Nara into the wall and just scooped up by Morgan. Man, is he a food processor? What the heck?
That was actually so clean.
His coffers.
Yes, soon.
There's a Realm Warp towards the top side. Morgan trying to keep himself in here, but I think he's probably not going to survive as Morgan's going to be able to, as Kingan's going to be able to tidy up that kill.
Still a lot of extra gold going to the Rise here too, and Kingan, he himself is going to be one of the forces to carry some of these late game team fights in the 5v5s. That DRX will match.
That's a great hook to come through. Tain's going to have to flash to get himself out of the way, but the rockets are coming through. They do manage to trade one back, but is it going to be enough as Chovy? He's turned up, looking for that Glacial Fissure now as well, as he finds it onto the Gnar, now connects the chains onto Braum, and Deft is chasing after Kingan as well. He needs to flash over the wall to get himself away.
And guess what? Everybody else is going down with me because this comp can chase so extremely well. As we're going to go back to Morgan getting picked off here. It was a really nice rotation over from Jet.
Yeah, Jet's actually just playing really, really well.
His macro,
this game.
yeah, it's really solid. Is Vista just, I mean, I don't even want to say threads a needle. It's just right over the minions there. Deft trusts with the chompers. And Wooler's here. So you got the pillar. That's a kill. And Chobi's like, oh, I'm here too, by the way. Teleports in, flashes forward. And, like, this is no longer a fight that's winnable.
No. And I actually like that he uses the ult onto King in there to make sure that he can't try and help peel for the Braum. We're tidying up some vision here towards the bottom side.
DRX just trying to group and look for picks.
Well, they're going to get the kickback onto the Crocodile, who's going to take a lot of damage. Chovy diving on over, looking for the 1v3. Let's see how well he's going to do. Super Mega Death Rocket connects onto Pyoshik, as that's a Realm Warp, as Chovy decides not to take it. Jet's in trouble now. Big Nah. As Chovy goes golden, breaks his stopwatch, now going to flash himself out of the way. The Kingslayer's huge, and Chovy survives. Tane's now trying to get in amongst it. The Q is going to miss from Pyoshik. As Chovy's still just battling minions. It's getting a little bit worrying there as Deft trying to get the autos. Gravitum comes through, and he does have to use the cleanse to stay alive. Hanwha still on the chase, but I think maybe cut your losses at this point, gentlemen.
Oh, absolutely. Look, you take the trade in this case, and the Drake is coming up in 50, so you need to reset and be ready for that. I don't think it's like, there is a Drake up, but they just really want to win the game right now. They're like, we're going to push this super hard.
I mean, they've got 10 seconds left on the Baron. You may as well use it and take the Drake, right? Okay, Willa in a bit of trouble, tanking up the turret as Jet's still strong, guys.
You don't have to have Smite to take a Drake. That's not a requirement, just a suggestion. As this was the pick onto Morgan, but then things go real bad real quick as Chovy comes over here, does a ton of damage, the Death Rocket hits, and then the Realm Warp follow-up. He doesn't actually take it, but, I mean, he is just so unkillable. The Kingslayer is so strong. It's actually getting nerfed in an upcoming patch. Just, like, actually crazy. It's been nerfed a lot. But, I mean, look at King and just try his best to be relevant. And now you're just so outnumbered. As DRX, they look for the Moonlight Vigil to try to turn, but it's just not enough. Have to get out of here. And this is where things go a little bit wrong. Like, look at where Willer is right now. Like, I mean, I get the idea. If we catch Jet here, it's pretty massive because he is the carry of DRX.
He's able to get that poke damage in there. We'll see whether Vista can peel effectively as Chovy getting the wrap around. He's currently in the dark as there's the Nah. Onto 3, the Everfrost as well. Onto Taeun, he does get himself out of the way, but it's Morgan that dives in on top of him. He's massive with hysterics as well. Goes golden. Now Jet's in trouble. It's a big Nah from Kingen, but honestly, it's too late as Deft is at full health. He's completely untouched. It's a triple kill for the Rise, but Deft is just too strong. And it looks like Home Alive are looking for the end.
Oh, they are going to look for the end here. And when I said that the positioning is going to be so important for Jet, I did not mean to that extreme.
Yeah, he's flashing.
Oh, he's flashing because this game is over. Take these turrets out and go for the Nexus because there's minions here, and that's going to be a wrap.
That's it.
Jet comes into this fight so late. He gets a triple kill, but if he had been there to start in better position, right, of course, it would have been caught by Chovy, who's right at the front. Might have had a better chance here, but they played it super greedy. Willer looks super pumped about that win as well, and I completely misinterpreted that the first time we saw it, but looking back on it, he's a little bit upset with his performance.
Yeah, and look, like, I actually think that he was okay. Like, he made his odd dive and things like that, but for some translation.